Okay, let me introduce our next speaker, Szymon Chmielewski. He's from Poland, so that's easy for me to pronounce. And we have till the end of the session, we have still 3 speakers to present that organizes schedules your presentation for 10 minutes only. So please keep the time.
Okay, thank you. Welcome everyone, my name is Szymon Chmielewski. I work at the University of Life Science in Lublin. I would like to acquaint you with a problem which many Polish cities face and which, in my opinion, geodesign can help to solve. In my presentation, I will present my research to talk about what the geospatial problem of advertisements billboard means, presents the assumption, give some examples, discuss the further project collaboration. I am the manager of this project. Also in my team is Professor Tadeusz Chmielewski from University of Life Science in Lublin, and 2 GIS and LiDAR specialists from University of Agriculture in Krakow, Piotr Wężyk and Piotr Tompalski. And the best way to understand what we mean by geospatial problem of advertisements billboard is to download a photo album by Dymna and Rutkiewicz, and here you can see some examples from Poland. After a moment then my train pick up, I didn't see any billboard, so I hope that you understand the problem I try to explain. I think this is a geospatial problem. Yes. This is a very typical view from Poland. Some of them are really big. Some of them are mobile. Some of them are famous, well known. So we can agree that in the presented case we can talk some kind of visual pollution created by those billboards. The question is, can we, and if yes, how can we measure those visual pollution, and how can GIS tools help to estimate the visual pollution level? The research object of the project is to estimate the applicability of a spatial model of visibility of those billboards for the evaluation of their effect on the quality of urban space. My research area is situated in Poland, in Lublin. Here is Geofort, and Lublin is one of the biggest cities in eastern Poland, situated about 130 kilometers off the eastern border of European Union. It's a medium-sized city, but it's an important academic center, and today I would like to talk about results, very preliminary results from 4 city districts in heart of the Lublin. Here we can see some example, some picture from center of Lublin. Let's clip and dim a little bit. Put a man with a GPS receiver and laser rangefinder. Let him use his laser beam and measure those billboards, X and Y coordinates, Z, its height, and spatial dimension of those billboards. So then we can classify those billboards from small, medium, big, and the biggest. It's only a simulation because those pictures don't show the whole variety of billboards in the city. Many billboards are well visible in LiDAR data point clouds, so generally there is not problem to measure those billboards. And that's how the point database about those billboards was created. In this research area we can see many of the billboards, and we can of course display it with a point density level to see where the density of those billboards is the greatest. We use LiDAR data, and the most important layer from those data is DSM, data surface models. Also we have made some attempts in automatic reconstruction of 3D building. But basing all those DSM level here in grayscale, and here you can see in a 3D view, we can prepare visibility analysis. So let's put one billboard. It will be the big one, 8 meters high, which range of visibility we set to about 200 meters. Another 4 with range visibility about 100 meters. And all of those billboards in this area, those red are billboards. So the colors tells you how many billboards in one place you can see. For example, when you stand over here, then you're probably able to see 31 billboards, in spite that someone has just put one more, because believe me, this is a very dynamic process. And the whole area, almost 50% of this area is under direct visual pressure. It's not visual pollution, it's only visual pressure. So this is a place where you can see the billboards. And next we decide to ask city dwellers what they think about those billboards. First we generated 20 meters grid, select with pedestrian path and export it to a most simple, cheapest GPS receiver. And 20 people with GPS receiver were asked to register the subject evaluation from 1 to 10 scale of visual pollution of urban space generated by billboards. They were also asked to give mark 7 or higher when they filled some kind of excess of advertisements. So we are trying to estimate the level of visual pollution. And those opinions were summarized and mini values were assigned to a point, and then such a just statistical layer was generated. And maybe those layer is too smooth, but when we look at the map from visibility and those pools, surely we can see some similarity. Let's prepare a profile graph through this both surface. The upper one is billboard visibility. Those is from city dwellers pools, and we can see the similarity between all both graphs. And if we recall the mark 7, which was given when the citizens felt the some kind of excess of billboards, then we can very preliminary estimate that visual pollution starts in the moment when you see 50, surely 20 billboards in one place. Of course, this is a very preliminary stage, because in this case, mark 7 was given, in spite that only a few billboards were seen. So in future we have to take into account many other factors. Here once again a comparison. And as a result, I can say only I can say that 50% of the research area is under direct visual pressure. The greatest density is 31 advertisement billboards, and during sociological polls, mark 7 was given in areas when respondents felt visual pollution. If this is correct, then we can say that 1.5% of the research area is affected by visual pollution. We can also talk about payment for visibility, which should take into account the area onto which the billboard is projected. And so that's all for the results. I would like to also thank the Polish National Science Center for financing performance of this project. And very special thanks to Marta Samolowska from SC Poland, our special project contributor for a long time. She was the only one person who believed that this project is possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You could see what the lack of a good policy can do for the country and for the landscape. So that's also the reason that we are admiring your not polluted landscape so much when coming here.